When Americans are in peril, the rest of us pitch in. Sometimes with our hands, sometimes with our wallets. But on Facebook, it sounds like a lot of you have lost trust in donating to some of America's biggest charities, particularly the Red Cross. So we're going to verify this. How do charities spend your donation dollars?
We want to do the most good for the most people in the most need. Amen.
Amen. We'll get to the Red Cross in a moment, but we're starting our day at the Salvation Army headquarters in Houston.
We're going to spend the morning going out into neighborhoods, delivering food on food trucks, but also have the opportunity to talk to the brass here about how they're using this hurricane money to spread relief to the people in Houston.
They're loading meals onto trucks, and each canteen can serve as many as 1,500 meals. These volunteers are here from cities across America. To date in Texas, the canteens have served 977,000 meals and snacks, and the Salvation Army has raised $34 million for hurricane relief.
We are serving meals to the people who are out here cleaning up their houses of the mess that Harvey left.
I want to understand how charity resources are spent. In helping serve chicken fajitas, you realize how much hot food is making it into the neighborhoods.
Two? Okay. So there was probably 100 pounds of meat on that truck.
On Facebook, we've been overwhelmed with negative comments about large charities. So we gathered some of those questions, took them to Houston. And now we're talking to Major Melody Davis, Associate Area Commander.
Jessica said, I've heard the Salvation Army, most of the money doesn't go to the people when you donate. Is that true?
That is not true.
If I gave you $1, how much of it is going to go to relief?
The whole dollar will go to relief.
There's no administrative
cost?
costs?
There's no administrative cost, and this is the one program in the Salvation Army that 100% of the donation goes to the disaster relief.
That's only if you designate your donation to a specific disaster. Otherwise, the Salvation Army keeps 18% for administrative costs. Charity Navigator, Charity Watch, and the Better Business Bureau all rank charities. They dig through IRS records and annual reports looking for financial health, accountability, and transparency. So I want to check in with Katie Rusnak. She's an expert on how nonprofits work, and she's with Charity Navigator in New Jersey.
Why do charities need to spend money on administration?
We always caution donors that it is good to see that a lot of the money goes to programs, but it's also important that an organization is run well.
It's important because the kinds of large charities equipped to respond to disasters can handle billions of dollars.
So what we're really looking at is financial. So charities that are bringing in more money often are running larger operations.
The Red Cross is the biggest name in disaster relief, and I'm at one of 9 pop-up warehouses across Houston. What many people need now are supplies to clean up their flooded homes, and I want to help pack these boxes so I can understand what the volunteers are doing, like Maury. He's a 911 operator from Ohio.
Is this all donated material, or is this purchased,
yes,
purchased with donation money?
All, to my knowledge, all this material we're using here is bulk donations from corporations like, Walmart or CVS.
During the storm, some local officials criticized the Red Cross for not being fully prepared to respond to the emergency. And on social media, many have complained that executives are overpaid and not enough money goes where it's needed. Mario Bruno is a senior leader in the Red Cross, and we've brought him some of your Facebook questions.
George says the Red Cross CEO makes $10 million a year.
Right, and that is not right. The American Red Cross CEO makes $500,000 a year. She's had the same salary since she was hired in 2008. She has never taken a raise.
At Harvey's peak, the Red Cross says it sheltered, fed, and cared for 50,000 people. For Irma, that was 200,000 people. Between the combined disasters, it has raised $317 million. Anytime you give to a specific cause, like Harvey, the Red Cross says that's where the money goes, not to other programs.
If I give you $100 and I say this is for Hurricane Harvey, how much of that money is going to go to this effort?
We are very proud to say that about 90 cents on every dollar goes directly to that response.
That number comes from their IRS filings. Their budget is $2.7 billion. They spend $286 million on administration. That leaves about 90% for humanitarian efforts. So, we verified firsthand there's a large humanitarian effort underway, and large charities spend a percentage of your donations on administrative costs. It's up to you to decide if that's what you want from a charity.
There are so many people that need so much help that it is definitely worth understanding what these charities do and what they do with your money.
If you've got something you want verified, send me an email.